Hello, invasion tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen, with me, BlueAnkylo. So today we are going to attack Fort Allamoot. If you look at the map, you may notice that we've actually conquered like 3/4 of the world. Well, the continent, I guess, really. In case you're wondering, we're actually now entering Empire territory. The original, I believe it's Highlands, where the Empress Endora comes from. 25 years ago, she invaded all the rest of this stuff and killed the old King Granz, I believe, with the aid of Rashidi. So it's been 25 years. We've actually liberated pretty much everything that she conquered. You could theoretically think you could stop here because, you know, the original kingdoms could be restored at this point. But we have not dethroned Endora, nor have we dealt with Rashidi, the Black Mage. So we've got to press on into Highland territory and see what evil awaits. So let's get to it. The Empire. We have arrived. They're not going to be too happy with us, though. So, we got ourselves a boss. We got ourselves a base. It's a big map. I don't remember this one super well. Lots of water, got deserts, mountains, plains, lots of good stuff. I suppose this is a reasonable map to throw down our water unit again, so we'll do that. Okay, so let's see, we've got a few cities kind of up in this area. Quite a few, to be honest. It's a pretty big map. Like, there's a lot of stuff to conquer. Well, I expect their land units will kind of go up this way and around the big lake, because it takes so long. Or they might try to come through that central island, across sort of island hop towards our base. So I'm going to want to leave like some forces up in this area, and probably some in this area. And I doubt they'll go the southern route. But if I hold this city as well, like these two cities, I don't expect they're going to go this far southeast. So we could probably pick up the ones down there safely. Okay, I think I've got my plan. So I'm going to use Guy. I love using Guy because he's a fast guy. And he's also very powerful. So we're going to send him immediately down this way to liberate. And then he'll meet up sort of in the middle to guard whatever flank I feel like. We're going to use Badam. Badham. Whose mountain movement might be useful here. Certainly over on the western side. So for now, I'll send Badam essentially to this city, but we have some stuff to liberate on the way over, so we'll pick those up. And he can actually get up there pretty quick, so you know what? We'll send him this one first. Okay, next up is Kid. Is my other sort of good unit I'm going to use. Oops, wrong button. Alright, so Kid I will send to the middle. So I will send him... I'll let him liberate a couple cities on the way. I'll send him to that middle island. Next up, Tristan I'm going to use as well. I guess he's a pretty good unit, and again, technically mountain movement. We'll send him this way. That'll put eventually one high alignment on my 3 defensive cities I want to use. Next up, some eviler units. We're going to send Geist, who should be quite powerful. We'll send him down this way. We'll send Indy, who's maybe not as amazing. We'll see. I think he'll have less combat on the north side. I'm not sure if there's going to be a whole lot of combat up here, so I'll send him that way, to begin with at least. We're going to use Saradin as well. Get to see like all the dragons basically. And I'll send him to the middle as backup. That puts a good and an evil unit at each one. And then finally we should put our water unit down because they should fight pretty well here. I will tentatively just head out to the deep water in this area just to make sure we've got vision. And that should do it. We still can deploy one more. Oh, Phantom I was going to deploy. Forgot about him. He's pretty cheap. I'm surprised how inexpensive he is. I don't know yet. I'll send him, because I think Indy is my weakest knight unit, I'll send Phantom this way to back him up. And if we need to, we can always boot him somewhere quicker. If he needs to help out in the middle or something. And I will just guard the base. Is that everybody? Yeah, that's 10 units, so I've deployed everyone I can, basically. I suppose someone needs to liberate that too, don't they? I guess I can do that. I'll handle liberating this temple while I'm here. Alright, we have liberated Tokyo. Not Tokyo. And the people rejoice. Speed this up a little bit. Again, we're going with longer episodes, so I might use the frame skip a little more often just to speed things up so we don't have too many 2-hour-long episodes. There are 2 generals in the Allamoot castle called the Gemini Twins. Wonder what kind of powers they will have. Interesting. I wonder if marsh movement means relatively good in the water, actually. It's interesting that the zombie dragon would head towards the water so quickly rather than following the plains. Temperance is always fun. Blue gets a little bit of action there with the haughty temperance lady. We don't need it though. And an item! The magic bracelet. I think, do I have pretty high luck stat? It might be better for someone like me to actually liberate because of the luck. I could get more stuff. This side of the sea used to be the kingdom of Horai, and the other side, Ophai. That large town you can see in the Ophai is Allamoot Castle. So this was a border for sure. And I have a feeling they change around the spelling of some of the kingdoms here and there. I think it was Holai before. They were the water kingdom, sort of coastline. But I mean, this does look like a reasonable border. It's a pretty big ocean-y, lakey thing, whatever. It's probably a lake. Alright, you've liberated Killable.
Liberation.
And as always, people are happy. Sun card, that just turns back time a little bit. Shouldn't affect us very much. I hear the Gemini twins are actually half human and half giant. They are certainly stronger than any human should be, so rumors may be true. Well, we have actual giants, so we don't need to worry about that too much, I don't think. Alright, so Kid, you are supposed to head here, I believe. And what else was going on? Just double checking, haven't seen anyone yet. Any enemy units. Belmoban. What kind of name is that, eh? Belmoban. Bell Mobility. That's where we are here. And we continue to get good cards overall. The Gemini twins use a method of fighting called the Gemini attack. I've heard that it's so powerful it can kill a dragon in a single blow. Maybe we'll test that theory out. Alright, you keep moving, Badum. Come on. Alright. And Metacarp. Magikarp? Metacarp? Metacarp is something you'd see on Reddit, probably. Alright. We got a Magician, alright. Well, you got to see that in good effect a couple episodes ago where we used fire to murderize some people. We'll keep that one. There have been lots of pirates around here lately. Be sure to avoid them. I believe this map has a really long piratey treasure quest on it if you're, I think, low reputation. I think it's part of that quest chain for items. Anywhere you hear about them talking about bandits and thieves and stuff. Hey, buried treasure without even trying. I'm amazing. I mean, Kid's amazing. Good work, Kid. Death's... I think those are actually death claws. As much as it looks like a sword. Yeah, that's... Well, yeah, death claws aren't bad, at least. And I believe that's the magic ring that does give you plus 16 int at expense of your strength, which isn't bad, actually, for, like, a lich. I was gonna check, I forgot. What is my luck stat? Oh yeah, my luck stat is amazing. I definitely should be the one liberating all kinds of places, because we would get way more items from that. But I should also be the one. Basically, when you kill an enemy unit or liberate a city or a temple, you have a chance to get an item, and the higher your luck stat of the unit leader, the more of that, more lucky you'll be. The more items you'll get. Okay, well, we'll keep in the deep water here, but Aisha should be in a good position. Alright, here we go. So the central route does look likely. Even the flyers are heading this way. Saradin actually got here first. I suppose it must mean... I didn't know this exactly. I have so few marsh-type movements. But it must mean that marsh is actually a better movement type than I originally anticipated, because it lets you move through water pretty quickly. Much quicker than plains movement. So that's cool. Now, he's not a great daytime fighter, but it's a very powerful unit, so I think we'll be okay. And we've liberated Kamehameha. We're just gonna drop all the references today. It's not quite an island in the middle of the ocean, but it'll work. There's no turtles here. Well, probably no turtles here. And in a good card, alright. I like my Empress. I might be willing to trade one. Well, I've already got one Emergency Empress. Star card, I believe, just raises the unit's agility. I think full heal is better than that. It seems that the pirates in Metacarp are looking for Mulmy's treasure map. Mulmy was the most notorious of all the pirates, but even 100 years after his death, his stash of loot has never been found. I'm sure the pirates that are hanging around Metacarp are hoping to get their hands on it. Well, I'm sure they are, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to partake in that quest and still be a good guy. There must be something here. I'm just gonna go check that out quick. There's no way they'd build a wall around literally nothing. Right? Alright, everyone's assuming the positions. Let's see how our first battle does here. Not perfectly lined up, but we got we're in a good enough position here. Could try to bounce him back into Aisha if I'd moved her a little bit further south. She might still be able to catch them. We'll see how it goes. Or we'll just crush them. Alright, so we're starting to fight enemy muses in large numbers. We're going to focus on killing the griffin, though, or the cockatrice. And we should be pretty resistant to physical. At least, the lich and the dragon are. So it didn't do as much damage as it could have. Yeah, I think the muses are going to die pretty quickly. Thunder didn't work that effectively for them. Yeah, they're not going to get through the physical wall of the dragon. There's just no way. That's disappointing. Alright, I think we got it. That was pretty safe. Alright, good work, team. Yeah, this zombie dragon, I wouldn't mind having a couple more of those. The trouble is always that they require an undead ring to promote to, so it's hard to have a lot, but I'm actually surprisingly impressed with that final form of the evil dragon. The movement type is probably better than mountains or snow for the platinum and the other type. Alright, hold on here. You're not going to liberate that one, Geist. You're going to try to intercept this other flyer. Hopefully it'll be nighttime for you. Come on. And what are we up against? We got a whole bunch of birds, daytime birds, and a shaman. That shouldn't be too hard for you. Okay, it is basically night. I think you'll be okay. Nothing else on the map yet. Phantom finished, Indy finished. Interesting how all my, most of my evil units got into position before my good units. Mountain type. Well, I guess I did send Indy. I sent Badum sort of up this way first, so he had a little bit longer trip to go, I guess. But please tell me it is... Yeah, it's definitely nighttime now. We're going to send Tristan to liberate, get this city under our control so we can heal up. And let's fight it out. Alright, guys. I have high hopes. Now, the Eaglemen have proven difficult to hit in the past, but we'll see how this works. Looks like they're not going to do any damage, so it may be difficult to get a good hit rate here, but I think they're gonna go down. Yeah, good job, vampires. Should have one more AoE from the witch. I mean, sorceress. She was originally a witch. You know how it is. Oh, we could have killed that. Yeah! So we were one attack shy. If we hadn't missed either the magic attack or one of the other ones, we would have crushed that unit completely. We're going to chase them down a little bit. I don't really care if Debonair kills them. Or I guess this is Tristan's unit, yeah. I did give Tristan back his Brunhild, in case you're wondering. Alright, well this is... there's no chance. It's just a healer. Or, wow, just a bird, whatever. And levels. Alright, that should put them at level 18, which is what I was really aiming at. Probably level 19 will be the next target for most people. We continue to be higher level than the enemy units for some reason. I mean, I'm not trying to grind up the XP, it's just really easy. Ah, minus Tirith. Alright, we've gone to Lord of the Rings. This should be a really cool castle with, like, multiple layers of walls and stuff. Hierophant. Sure, that's good for Tristan. Nah, I don't need that. I don't even remember what it does in combat, honestly. There have been a lot of red dragons in the mountain lately. If you catch one, it's sure to help you. If you catch it and force it to fight for you. I don't know if it appreciates that much. Gotta catch them all, right? Alright, Chaos Gate. Yeah. Well, you know, I figured there'd be something down here. Now, conveniently with Chaos Gates, you don't have to worry about them being captured by the enemies, so we don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna send guys sort of up here, just to keep an eye on the southern route, just in case. But I don't think he'll be needed yet. Looks like those dudes are heading up, probably... Well, we're gonna try to let Indy get a little bit of combat in. And then we'll have Phantom sort of backing him up for emergencies. And hopefully Badam gets here before too much longer. And what are we up against? We've got just straight up knights, not even well, one paladin with 3 knights. That's a terrible unit. And a beastman with some Cerberus. I've never been terribly impressed with those guys, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, let's continue the moving. We have done pretty well liberating most of the map, I'd say. The enemy hasn't put up a lot of defense yet. Might push into that desert soon. Oh, yeah, there you go, look. Trying to sneak by, huh? Samurai warriors. Oh, more of them too. Okay, hold up. Why are you moving so quickly? That was just, they hadn't got into the water yet. Okay. Guy, you've got to hold this area. Looks like they are up to tricks. They won't be able to cross the water quick enough to escape my flyer, though. Alright, we don't want to focus on the leader. These are not even promoted units, so this is not going to go well for them. I just cannot imagine. Probably should have put the cockatrice in the back row for more AoE on this fight, actually. As much as Petrify is cool, I don't think it's required here. I mean, Slus, he can tank all day. Dragoons are so good. Well, we're probably going to kill the leader in this situation. If I'd put the cockatrice in the back row, we might have got a full wipe, but it's okay. At the very least, we could finish this unit off. I have to make a decision, though. We either chase it down, or we make sure we deal with that mage and golem. So where are they going? Well, they might just be going up this way. And I have a feeling I can catch them anyway, because it's going to take them a fair... Well, it's a pretty narrow crossing, but I'd rather finish these guys off first if I can. We've liberated Stun Creek. I don't even need a name for that. That's just awesome already. Well, that's not so good. Sorry, guys. A little bit of decreased reputation. I can't believe the number of thieves that have been running around lately. Be sure that you don't end up involved with them, yeah? I'm pretty sure you'll lose reputation if you play with the thieves. Alright, so we'll just defend the city now, because at least then you can regenerate after battle. This city is pretty well defended, so I'm okay with a bunch of enemy units heading that way. Maybe after this wave, we'll conquer sort of the northern area of that map. Just keeping an eye on things. Haven't liberated this island quite yet, although soon. Okay, you've liberated Tekshika. Well, we've liberated Tekken. We're gonna have some combat in this one, just some duels, one-on-one. Ah, that's interesting. I don't really want that, to be honest. Pirates have been hanging around Metacarp a lot lately. Avoid them. Alright. I don't want it to be daytime, because this is going to make us pay our bills, and immediately, well, I mean, it's basically as if we skip half of the first day. So I'm going to be willing to spend the however many thousand goth just to switch it back to what it used to be. This gives us more time, plus, you know, I've already moved most of my knight units to the front row, so I'd rather do it like that. Hey, there's a temple here! That's not quite what I was looking for. Okay, we need to catch that disabled unit, or leaderless unit here, good. Now we've got to try to deal with all these Iron Golem mages. Assuming they focus on Slust, there's just no way. This guy could actually kill himself if he targeted my princess. He could do like 70 damage to her and then just die. But that's okay. Alright, so, good work, guy. Guarding... Oh no, this... Yeah, you know what? Let's send Geist down this way a bit. I'm pretty sure my flyer could catch him. But I actually don't mind Geist getting some more XP, because my flyers, they often get way more experience and levels than anyone else, just because of, oops, well, it's not quite what I wanted, but, you know, it's nice that we won't be getting hit by magic, at least. I think, given our map positioning, this will be okay as well. They're not going to be able to escape, and we'll just push them sort of in the direction we're already moving. So even killing the leader here won't be a big deal. Usually it's a pain because they run away, but in this one situation, I think it doesn't really matter. Might even be beneficial to kill the leader. They can't cast magic or anything. Yeah, see, they didn't really go anywhere. And he's in the water where he can't move quickly, so we'll just finish him off. And it looks like Geist is going to be able to intercept the golems pretty easily. What a good cockatrice. I don't usually bring cockatrices this late into the game. It's nice to see Petrify working so well. It's kind of like Halloween's and the pumpkin guys. I don't use them that often normally, and it's kind of nice for a change. Just needs a princess and a dragoon to really balance it off, obviously. Alright, how's the levels looking? Guy's already up to 20. Sorry, Slust is up to 20. Guy is 19. Guy's probably... Or Slust... Sorry, I keep forgetting the names. Slust is probably losing alignment because he's too high of a level here, fighting lower level monsters. I don't really need him to fight more. I'm more sending him on a scouting mission right now. Alright, let's see how this goes with Geist. Looks like the golems were heading up this way anyway, so I didn't really need to worry about it. I would have been able to intercept them quite easily with Geist and Tristan. Alright, let's see how we do here against the golems. I don't think they're going to be able to stop us. As much as they get pretty good defense, they be dead. Alright, vampires for the win again. I love it. Speaking of units I don't normally use. Alright, so what's going on up here? Oh wait, are you guys... You jerks! Totally just bypassed my city entirely. I should have Should have figured that. Alright, well, Aisha's gonna deal with this one. I'd rather speed this up, force the fight. Shoot! You know, I never did liberate that city. I missed that one on the way over. I will go that way, and if they meet me there, that's fine. But I will move down a bit here. Okay. Indy, you head that way. And it's... I don't know, it's vaguely possible Phantom could catch them, but I don't think it's very likely. Maybe Aisha will be able to make it up quick enough after we do this fight, too. Possibly. Alright, so in this situation, they're going to get probably 3 big thunder attacks, which is going to hurt a fair bit. There's not much I can do, though, so... Unless we kill them really quickly. Which is surprisingly quick. Yeah, okay, that's going to do a fair bit of damage. They only get 1 each per shinobi, but luckily we've got our AoE mage. Or AoE healer. Alright, well, we mopped the floor with them, but we took a bit of damage. That's okay. You have to be careful when you're using your water units. Enemies with good thunder attacks definitely can hurt. I don't think we'll be able to catch those guys, but you never know. Wow, it's fast. I forgot just how fast Krakens are in the deep water compared to, not Krakens. Alright, Indy, let's see how you do here, buddy. Ah, this is dragons. This could be tough. You'll probably lose. You didn't even hit him. Amazing! Oh, the ninjas are so good, guys! Look at them not hitting their targets and then not evading the... Okay, I don't know what the deal is here. You know, I'm racking my brain trying to figure out why these units are so bad. My suspicion at this point is that there's some sort of unit incompatibility here. I thought a bunch of, like, evil units would probably have good compatibility. I know I've talked about it before a little bit, but it's hard to... Unless you look up a guide or something, it's hard to know how, like, what your compatibility stats are in this game. I would have assumed Shinobi and Evil Ones being male humans of evil alignment would be similar, and similarly, the demon isn't human, but I thought it might work out. But I'm getting the feeling that maybe Indy, because he's a demon, is lowering the stats in combat that you can't see here, so that everyone's getting lower evasion, damage, hit rate, stuff like that. Because I think that's how compatibility works, and there's just no in-game way to really see that other than noticing that they're underperforming. Now, keeping in mind we're fighting pretty high-level gold dragons. They're pretty powerful. But the thing is, like, it's still nighttime. We should have the advantage as far as alignment goes. I wonder if that's the problem. I'm gonna try Striker being the leader to see if that affects the other ninjas. Like, this might make Indy worse, but it might make the Shinobi and the Evil Ones better, possibly. I think the class of the leader unit has more influence on compatibility than just a member of the party. It's like, I think the way it works is it's just a comparison between each unit and the leaders for compatibility stats. It's not like a bunch of everyone compares to everyone else. Like, I don't think it's that in-depth. You fight well if your leader is compatible with you, and that's sort of the only thing to worry about, I think. So the ninjas should be compatible with each other, for instance, and we'll see if that fixes it. Alright, this one should be a no-brainer. This should be no problem. I believe the Cerberus in the back will use a fire attack. Yeah. Not sure why my Kraken is missing so much. Maybe he's just incompatible with princesses. I mean, you could make a unit with just mermaids and kraken. 3 mermaids, a kraken, or 1 mermaid and 2 krakens. They'd probably be more compatible. I wish the game was a little bit better at explaining that sort of stuff. Just some sort of, like, rating even, just for, like, this unit is overall very compatible. Not compatible. A little compatible. That would be enough. Alright, let's see if things go a little bit better this time with a different leader. Okay, we still take lots of damage, that's fine. Katon hits everything, that's a better. Its damage is still low. Alright, well we hit 5 out of 6 instead of like 2 out of 6 with the ninjas. It's not enough necessarily for statistical confirmation, but in this entire battle, we've only missed 1 attack, I believe. And then Indy dies anyway. Now I'm sure the damage from the Dark Knights are based on what weapon they've got equipped. One of them must have a more effective weapon here. Let's just quickly look. Hold on, Aisha, just give me a second. So this guy's got that flame sword. This guy's got the thunder spear. I guess gold dragons are the icy variety, the same as my gold dragon. So I assume fire works better than thunder on them, is just the way that's working out. Because stat-wise, they're very similar. 108 strength, 107 strength. The shinobi were choosing to use flame attacks. Still, I mean, that was one battle. I guess I should do another one just to continue my, continue gathering statistics. That wasn't terribly impressive. I'm happy they didn't miss as often in that battle, but they still didn't do much damage. We'll give them sort of one more chance, and then I don't know what's going to happen to these groups. I already got rid of Aldrich. This should be easy. I wasn't terribly worried about this group in the first place. Wow, that Ice Storm did a lot of damage. That was cool. Nice to see our token mermaid doing well. I mean, to be fair, most of my classes is just, you're the only one. I just brought one of each class for a lot of people. Yeah, that was not a problem. Well, water units in the water. Even the wrong time of day doesn't seem to matter much to these guys. Well, it's the right time of day for Sandy. She's turned evil. I guess she's been the one getting all the kills. That's hard to do, because I'm pretty sure she was at 100 alignment before. It's really hard to switch from 100 alignment back down, and now she's gone totally evil. That's fine. Well, Phantom will be able to finish it off. I think, actually, going the wrong way here with Striker. Striker should be able to catch it one more time, but man, maybe Phantom will get it. Okay, Striker, it's your last chance, buddy. Now, Striker / Indy. Seriously, you need to do some amazing damage here. Not good. 2 out of 3, huh? Thunder Spear sucks. Still getting 2 out of 3 per ninja, which is just not amazing. So we got 1 dead. Well, it was better, but it was still, you know, not that amazing. I don't know. Striker / Indy / whatever I'm gonna call you. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, now they're coming to finish you off. They've turned around. Actually, don't know what. Are you gonna try to fight Badam? Actually, you know, I think what he's trying to do is he knows one of his units is dead, so he's trying to head to that temple up north. He's trying to head up here to get that guy revived, I betcha. I'd rather Badam finished him off. Alright, Balfat. Yeah, there you go. I finally found that one. Good. And good or bad? Good! All that luck, right? Don't need it, though. The Gemini twins are named Castor and Polydeuces. The blonde one is the elder brother, Castor, and the other one is Polydeuces. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Polydeuces, maybe? I don't know. Ah, I'll stay there, it's fine. Alright, Badam, show Indy's unit how it's done. I mean, they're almost dead anyway, but, you know. Okay, you're not demonstrating amazing accuracy yet. Alright, so, it's been one night. We've got something going on down here. Like I said, though, I don't really want Guy's unit to fight too much more. I would like to maintain a high alignment liberating unit here. I don't want Sluss to go downwards as easily as it is for him to just kill everything. So we'll send him kind of down this way just so I can sort of spy on the enemy capital. They probably won't go after him specifically. And the northern team, you know what? Striker, for now, we'll send you up here. And we'll send Badam with mountains. Should get here pretty quickly. We'll head straight that way. Because my thinking here is Phantom can back him up at night. And to be honest, Aisha will be a better water crossing guard than these guys on that island were anyway. So I'll leave her fairly close. She'll be able to catch anyone that tries to cross over there without any problem, I bet. Similarly, these guys can probably move forward as well now. Nothing really seems... Not much seems to be heading to this central island. So let's move forward a bit. We'll cross really quickly with our dragon, probably. And on the southern side, well... If I had... Okay, change of plans. I'm going to put Guy in here in case someone tries to fly across or swim across. And then that way I can send these guys down this way. And I won't feel like I'm leaving a big gaping hole exposed for the baddies to intercept us. Yeah, that'll leave a pretty good line of defense in my eyes, so let's do it. Aisha's guarding the northern passage. I mean, it might be better to send her down to the southern one where Guy is. I don't know, we'll see. So is this a flyer? Yeah, definitely. When flyers meet flyers. Oh, a neutral encounter. Probably a Kraken? Yeah, got it. So that means there's probably fire dragons and Krakens on this map. Probably, there's always 3, so something else as well. I'm actually not going to kill it. I don't want to risk... Just run away, it's fine. You don't lose any charisma for running away from those. I don't want to risk losing charisma, or losing alignment on Slust. As much as a little bit of XP is nice, he doesn't need it. Alright, here we go. Should be fine. That helps. Yeah, we're good. Our buddy Slust is just too strong. Doesn't look like we're gonna get a wipe, but it'll be fine. I mean, it's pretty good anyway. Should get one more attack. Pretty close. Let me just double check here. Slust got a couple kills. Oh, he lost a lot of alignment. Well, sorry, Slust. I mean, it's not a big deal because he doesn't have to worry about promotions, but you know me, I'd rather have a unit, a squad, that is all similar alignment, but I don't think we're going to be able to stop that much because muses are high alignment characters and he's already a higher level than them, so... Hey, we liberated the temple. Good for us. Well, not so good, maybe. Boo! Giant demon grabs little girl. Ah, we don't need it. The desert you can see to the west is part of the giant Allamoot desert, which is an important location. Alright, let's have a quick look around. What's going on? A couple of these knight units. What do we got? Just a bunch of knights and a paladin. And okay, this one seems to be the most dangerous unit the enemy's got. Double dragon with a paladin. Geist is moving much quicker than Tristan at the moment, so you're just gonna hold back a little bit. I don't want daytime vampires. Not good. And I'm pretty sure we know where this guy's going. We know he's gonna head to the east across that passage. Oh, guy. Oh, now you've changed your mind. Okay. It's probably trying to resurrect all of his units down there. Yeah, it's okay. I don't really care. My gamepad is being dumb again. Come on, wireless. Last time I buy a wireless gamepad.
Write it out.
Alright, we ran into the normal knights. This should be not a problem. This is the group with the Titan, who does get a cool AoE from the back row, but the only one I could switch him with really is the Muse, and as much as she's an okay frontline fighter, she's better in the back row with her Thunder, definitely. Like, this group, it would be good to put the Titan in a group where he can go in the back row and use his Gale, because it's pretty awesome. You know, with the Princess, 3 hits of AoE is pretty amazing. But who would I switch him with, right? Like, the Princess in the front row is just asking to get killed, and you lose her AoE. And the Muse in the front row is okay, but she's not terribly strong, and I don't think she's got amazing physical defense. Alright. Looks like Tristan's catching up. Dragons are next. That group shouldn't be too difficult. Looks like he might be trying to go to cross the lake. Okay, not too concerned yet. All right, let's see Badon. Let's see how you do against the unit that stymied Indy so much. Let's see if this group is okay. Now I know Thunder isn't amazing against these dragons, so yeah, that's not a huge surprise. Ice Cloud definitely burns, or chills. Starlight, also not effective. Titan misses Dragon. Great. You guys are going to do just as badly, aren't you? We're going to kill the leader, but not the dragons. Not amazing. That was good. Okay, we just need our Titan to hit, and we'll be fine. Yeah, Titan is good. Dragons are just strong against Thunder and White, which makes sense because they're the high alignment dragons. But the Titan does hit really hard, apparently. Alright. If you have the choice, hit the strong one. No. Okay. That was definitely better than the ninja unit. No doubt about it. I think he's a plains, isn't he? No, he's mountains. Okay, so if I leave him in the mountains, he'll fight a little bit better. But I think we'll be okay. Alright, Paladin down. Now we just need our Titan to get enough hits to kill that dragon, and we're good. Should take 2 more hits, basically. And I think he gets 5 per round, which is pretty overpowered. Good job. Alright. I guess, did I check what weapon he had equipped? He could have a fire weapon that's good against gold dragons. Possible. I want to check now to see if that's why he's so amazing, but... Alright, we got our first day. We lost a little bit of money. We also spent all the money deploying people, so, you know, technically we are definitely losing money. The Boleas axe, I think if that has an element, it's probably ice, actually, which they would be strong against, so... I don't think that's the deal. Alright, Tristan, you've probably right across the water, ran into the ninjas. That's probably not a big deal for you, though. So we got to see our fire dragon here. My one dragon I left in the back row right now. They're using Suton, I think, because that's what the dragon's weak against. Little do they know that Nova is pretty awesome. And so is Tristan. Oh, I love it when you start seeing over 100 damage from a normal attack. That's so sweet. It's like in Secret of Mana, when you get, I think it's once you start doing 200 damage per hit, you start seeing bigger numbers, like the font gets larger because you're doing so much damage. That's one of my favorite parts of the game. It's like, yeah, we're so amazing, even the numbers are bigger now. Okay, you've liberated Esquinatora. Esquire. You've liberated Magician City Esquire. That's a lot of units over there, though. Gotta be careful. Fool card, always good. Don't need any right now, but I appreciate the luck. There's a young wizard who lives in this town who was looking for you. I guess we better come back here later. And Striker, which is probably a better name than Indie to call a unit, has reached... That's not quite what I wanted. And we found an item. Good work, Striker. You found a broken sword. Oh man, it's just ups and downs with these units. Yay, boo! Yay, boo! You found a broken sword. Alright, well. There's a difference between rumor and fact. People usually mean no harm, but gossip isn't good. Don't just believe everything you hear, but think about it. Does that mean the pirate treasure is not real? Alright, so there's a lot of stuff going on. Well, now that it's nighttime, I guess, you know what? We'll just send Saradin right on over. We will send Phantom down this way because he hasn't had a chance to do much yet. And I guess I'll push forward a little bit more aggressively with Geist, seeing as it's that time of day. Alright, Badam! Nighttime battle against, I assume, a bunch of Eaglemen. Yeah, this should be fine. Even though it's nighttime and they're very evasive, they can barely hurt us. Okay, we might not wipe them out, but there's no way they're going to do more damage than we. Especially if our Titan just gets a hit or two in. I'm going to switch to weak, because if he could kill one of them, I'd be pretty happy. Not quite a one shot. Alright, we got one down. He should get at least one more hit, maybe two. Hey, I will take it. No problem there. Good work pummeling those birds to death. They've only got soft, hollow bones anyway. Alright, Badam, yeah, finish these guys off. Shouldn't be a problem. I mean, it's two daytime units fighting each other. What do you really expect? Neither is going to do amazing damage on the first round. We are definitely getting to a very high level here. No, there's no more promotions for these guys, unfortunately. Alright, Phantom, looks like you got some action. Now, hopefully, I didn't really check, but hopefully none of these have clerics or anything, and you're okay. Shamans and monks would be pretty bad news. Alright, yeah, this unit, strong against physical, relatively speaking. Not going to do well against all of these magic attacks. Also, the fact that the golems literally can't hurt us. That helps. There you go, Phantom. I know you enjoy it when you finally get to work. I know you were really hoping to get Deneb in your group, but you've got to stick with what you know, and you know undead. Yeah, this is nothing. I was expecting the Muse to go get her group resurrected. Oh, you know what it might have been is I killed her bird. So she couldn't fly across the ocean anymore, so that might have been why she turned around. I thought she was going to be smart and try to resurrect her bird, her giant cockatrice, but maybe she wasn't that smart after all, Musey. Okay, this again. The big titans up front can't even hurt us. The mage can probably just barely hurt Phantom. Or you can just miss him entirely. Yeah, this is gonna be a wipe, I think. Pretty much no doubt. Yep, I still like this group. Still one of my favorites. Still definitely one of my favorites. Alright, what's going on with this guy over here? What are you up to? You're really not a threat. I'm gonna move Aisha down just in case he tries to cross up that way. Looks like he's gonna try to go for Kid. I don't think that'll work so well. It's possible Saradin could just catch him. Maybe not. A neutral character. Well, I don't mind my undead leveling up, so I don't mind killing him with the undead. The evil units. And there's the red dragon. As expected. It's actually got a lot of HP. It's probably a pretty high level one. So I bet you we could recruit it and immediately promote it up probably twice. Assuming it's a base red dragon, base level red dragon. What that means though is it's probably a high level dragon. So it's kind of missed out on like good levels up, seeing as it gains more stats in a promoted class than a base class. Alright, Saradin did catch this guy. And it's probably bad news for them. Yeah. I mean, well, you can't even hurt my dragon. Wow. You dealt 4 damage and took 16. That is not a good sign. Ah, the zombie dragon. Yeah. So if you're gonna use evil units, it seems like dark ones and ninjas kinda weak. On the other hand, zombie dragons, undead, and liches, oh yeah, no problem. Use lots of them. No problem at all. And this is like, Xavier's not even promoted. Like, he could be better if I turned him into a lich one day. If I ever get any more undead staves. Alright, Phantom. Pretty sure you know what to do here. Harvest the souls. Should focus on, if we could, the Cerberus in the back row, but we would need to weaken him to the point that he was the weakest rather than the medium most HP. At this point, no, he's still not the weakest. There's just never a good opportunity to try to focus that guy in the back down like I wanted. Now he's the weakest, but, oh good, then you miss anyway. And, of course, then that one was the weakest. Oh well. It was the only one that could damage our, Lich, so I figured trying to kill it first would have been smart. Just didn't work that way. And now he's dead anyway. Alright, well. This is normally when I would be thinking of taking a break, but, it's probably time to push in more. Yeah, I don't think these guys are gonna stop us. We seem to be steamrolling. Except for 1 or 2 units every now and then. We're just steamroll everything. Keep an eye on things with some scouting. I'm gonna send Kid over this way. And I'm gonna send Badam up this way. We'll finish liberating everything. Probably lots of treasures, and there's potentially hidden cities as well that I'm not gathering up. I just don't want to look at my map too much while we're in the middle of a big battle. And, I'm just gonna start moving down towards their base to see what they've got left. Everyone's moving the way I want them to. I guess Striker will just send home. He's too far away to really help out, and even when I put him in combat, he's not really very effective. I don't know what the problem is. It's just weak classes or bad compatibility. One or the other. Something doesn't work. Okay. Liberated that temple. Chariot card is fun. Don't need it though. I heard that the wizard Heskelansa Heckler has a statue of Soto. Those have been forbidden by the temples for years. I'm pretty sure that's part of the trading quest, if that's something you wanted to do. There's only like a couple entrances to this base even. It's kind of neat. Oh, we're not done yet. Still stuff going on here. Okay, we're gonna send Phantom to try to intercept this guy, wherever he's going. Maybe just trying to follow Badham. Big mistake. Maybe that was a mistake on... Oh, there's a lot of units there. I'm pretty sure we'll be safe to push in here, but there was more than I expected. Alright, so Tristan, let's see how you can do against the dragons. The third of their kind. They're pretty darn strong, aren't they? And the Nova misses? Why do we have such a hard time with these things? They don't even have like a dragon tamer master with them, like someone you would expect to have high compatibility for the enemy unit. Maybe my problem with the enemy stats is maybe the way it's programmed is that the enemies just always have max compatibility and they don't check for it, whereas your units sort of lose stats if you're not fully compatible. Like, that's possible, isn't it? At least we won, but that was not a clean victory. Alright, well... Saradin, you're gonna head this way for now. We're gonna be sending Geist up to reinforce Tristan. But we've got quite a lot of units here. It feels like this guy is chasing Badham, because he keeps changing his course a little bit. So instead of having Phantom intercept him, I'm gonna have him sort of block these guys. Maybe double check that there's no shamans. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to do anything to him, basically. Maybe I'll put down a heal potion on the leader once or twice. Alright, we've liberated Plinsport. Manufacturers of Plin. Judgment. Pretty sure that kills undead as well if you're in a bind. Well, whichever... Yeah, I think Justice is ice. This one's holy or white elemental. I'm pretty sure that'll kill him. The young mage in this town is looking for some statue for his research. Yeah, that's the one. Liberated La Save. Kind of vaguely French. We're getting pretty good cards today. We've had a couple bad ones, but mostly we've had really good ones. Okay, recently the Black Marketeer Toad has moved into this village. He'll take you for every gauntlet you own, so you best avoid him. Yeah, I recognize the name Toad. That guy is definitely part of the trading quest. Alright, Phantom ran into the Flyer. This is probably good, because this guy could have liberated some, or I guess conquered some of the cities we've liberated. We want to focus on, when possible, the cockatrice. They're going to do a lot of damage to my Lich, aren't they? Good job. Was worried that I was going to be dying here, but I think we'll be okay. We'll probably just wipe them out. Oh, apparently Thunder doesn't do very much to Liches. Alright, good work, Phantom. I'll tell you what, you've earned yourself a healing potion. Congratulations, have like 200 goth worth of healing. I'm such a generous commander. Now, these guys are kind of between a rock and a hard place. Not sure what they think they're going to accomplish here.
Fight it out.
You can barely damage this unit. And I mean, sure, my wraiths don't do a lot of damage to golems, but they don't need to. Having a unit that's almost entirely invincible to most of the enemy composition is pretty much overpowered. I mean, they need to have a paladin in the back row, an angel, or I guess the clerics, the healers.
Fight it out.
Pretty powerful. Alright, this shouldn't be a problem either. Saradin's unit just has too much magic in it. For whatever reason, the enemy really likes to try to hurt the dragon, and it just never works. If they focused on the witch or the mage, they might be able to get a kill, but instead they just go for the zombie dragon, and, well, the results are obvious. Would like to prevent... It's always tricky with your high alignment units because you don't want them to get too high a level and lose alignment like some of them have. So I'd rather get the kills off with Saradin's here, but...
Fight it out.
You know, and he ends up at a super high level too. This shouldn't be a big problem. They might deal enough damage to be a problem for my mage? Maybe. Nah. Nothing to worry about. I think the zombie dragon is basically the ultimate tank. Tons of HP. I mean, you can see, right? Like, he's over 300 HP at level 20. He must have the best HP growth in the game. And amazing resistances. I mean, unless you're talking hero units like the Dragoons or the Lords, or the General. Other than the heroes, he's got to be the tankiest unit you can get. Badum, alright. I'm kind of glad you ran into this one because I forgot about them. Good work, Badum. This shouldn't be a problem, though. I mean, okay, the Giant here has over 300 HP as well. So he's got pretty good HP growth. I don't think he's got quite as good resistances as the Zombie Dragon. He might hit it a little bit harder, though. We've been seeing him do pretty high damage. I know a lot of that depends on the weapon you've got equipped and enemy resistances, but... Alright, we're gonna send you this way. Alright. Looks like we got a fight on our hands in here. I think I'll just let Phantom and Saradin clean this up for now. If there's anyone left, maybe at night. Well, the thing is, Geist can only really fight during the night. Looks like we're in pretty good shape. Tell you what, we're going to use a couple items to save a little bit of money here. It's almost upkeep time, so let's send this. He's not going to make it home before we have to pay for his upkeep. And the bell is cheaper than 1 unit's upkeep by now. Well, definitely by now. Plus, we already bought lots. I'm going to start walking over because I think I'm going to deal with the boss. It's going to take a little bit of time, but might as well start moving. Probably could have done that earlier. Tristan. Saradin. Phantom. Alright, good. I was hoping Phantom would run into these guys. This, again, I can't see this being a problem. We might not kill them in a single round, but that's just because it's the time of day. My units aren't doing as much damage as they used to. But they can barely hurt us, so... Needs to be like a super speed. Well, we very nearly killed them. I mean, we very nearly killed one or two. Phantom. I mean, this is... It's pretty much inevitable what's going to happen here. He'll hit the Lich a few times. Not much else is gonna happen. Super speed! Because there was so little that actually happened in that battle. I don't like this. He's heading southern. He's sort of the southern direction there. I don't like that. I think Saradin can hold the line, though. It should be fine. Let's see how Saradin does against those gold dragons. Oh, fireworks! Amazing! So, the ice dragons, the good alignment, icy type, definitely not good against liches. Yeah. Alright! See, the problem I have, right, is remember my problem with the ninjas? The ninjas have elemental magic too. Now, they only get one attack, and they don't have as much as intelligence as Saradin, but you'd think that fire magic in the middle of the night would still do relatively good damage to those dragons, and it just never did. It just missed. And then when it did finally hit, it would do like 20 or 30 damage. I should really be healing up pretty soon here, or else Xavier's gonna die. Or we'll just trust that they are so strong that we don't even need to worry about that. We can just head straight to the town. Send you over this way a little bit. This might be the end of it. Well, there's still a few left. Tristan caught them. What do we got? We got the Griffin, more Golems, and just the Giants. As long as Tristan can hold this line, we should be fine, though. And really, I mean, is there any question here? Who's gonna win this fight? No, there isn't. Like, okay, my Dragon and my Alchemist, or Enchanter, whatever they're called these days, why are they not missing their magical attacks? Like, there must be a difference between ninja magic and mage magic. Because, like, to me, most magic doesn't miss ever, no matter what you're fighting. The way I remember it. Like, the princess. How many times have you seen the Princess's Starlight actually miss? We use them all the time. And they always hit. They do varying damage depending on who you're fighting and the time of day, but, like, you know, it's pretty reliable. But the ninjas, it seems like their magic still has, like, it still counts as, like, a physical attack or something, and it has a chance to just straight up miss. I don't know. I mean, I guess I have seen acid and I've seen the magic attacks miss, I suppose. It's just, it's so rare. Like, I wonder if, like, maybe what it is like for magic, like the spell, like the action magic, maybe the chance to hit with that is actually based on your intelligence rather than your agility. Like, I'm pretty sure a physical attack requires agility to hit. But maybe the ninjas have such low intelligence, even though they have good agility, they still miss because it's not, the magic's not based on their agility stat. Possibly. I mean, I'm just grasping at straws at this point. I don't know. Probably not going to do amazing damage here. It's pretty much midday. I'll just speed along, honestly. You don't expect a lot out of, well, actually, forget that. You guys are too good. What level are you now? Level 20, huh? Almost level 21. That was actually much more successful than I would have expected. Alright, well, we'll watch this fight. I've sped through a couple of Phantoms battles, so we'll watch this one. Hopefully you guys can see what I meant when I said you could just use 1 or 2 units, over-level them, and have them basically kill the entire enemy group. And this is why I've been tending to try not to do that in my Let's Play. As much as it's starting to drag on a little bit, and I'm willing to speed it up a little bit now and then, there's definitely compositions that are just so powerful. And there's really no consequence for over-leveling these guys, other than that it steals XP from your other units, who don't need it anyway. So why not why not just have 1 or 2 super powerful evil units that basically just kill everything? And then you can keep 1 or 2 high alignment flyers to just go liberate stuff so that people still love you. You know, you could do that very easily if you want to min-max. I'm trying to avoid that for the recording so that it's not... Wow, it's already easy enough, isn't it? It doesn't need to be any easier. Didn't quite wipe them that time. So we're about to pay money. I think there's just the 2 units left, though. This guy's trying to heal up. This guy's... well, he's dead anyway. To be honest, I don't think I need my units anymore other than that one to liberate. Alright, we're going to try to save a little bit of money here by bailing everyone home. This could bite me in the butt, of course. If it turns out there's some units I haven't seen and they steal a liberation or something. We're just going to send one of these. There you go. Just to save me a little bit of upkeep if the day ticks over right now. Successfully liberated El Rosario before the end of the day, though. That's good. And a hermit, sure. Oh, right, I've got too many cards. A Taros is not only good with a sword, but magic attacks just bounce right off them. Now, a Taros is technically what they call the boss, the twin boss of this place. Their only weakness are special fire attacks like Fire Breath. To fight them, try to use Red Dragons or Cerberus. Well, I've got a Red Dragon, but I'm not going to do that. It is neat that they kind of tell you one of the enemy's weaknesses right here. Alright, this should be... oh, wow. This is the end for them. Yeah, I mean, like, what'd you really think? What'd you think was gonna happen? Alright, so then this guy... I don't know what his plan is. Alright, haven't missed anything as far as I know. Well, I mean, I've probably missed some treasure and some... There's almost certainly some hidden cities I could have liberated. It might be a really good map for farming some cash on, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Right, there you go. Oh, you're not going into the city, are you? I don't want to run into the boss if I can help it, but I wouldn't mind hitting this guy. Alright, finish him off, Phantom. Oh, what? Alright, you got him. Oh, it's like he was stuck trying to cross the moat. It does slow you down walking across that moat, in case you didn't expect it to. Anyway, this is silly. Yeah. What did you really think was going to happen there? And then we'll send, alright. Okay, so back to me. Look at your lord. Now back to me. Well, I'll speed this up as well. It's a long enough episode without, oh shoot. I meant to run away. Well, now you guys can see what this guy's level is. I was talking about this earlier, so let's have a quick look. I know it's a long enough episode, but let's spend some more time looking at random stuff. So, Ritual starts at level 18 as a red dragon. I'm willing to bet you could level him up right away. The Hawkman... oh, right. Hawkman is like a named dude, right. So we can take him straight to Fire Dragon 2. And we can't get past Fire Dragon 2. Eventually he'll turn into a Salamander. I feel like it's probably level 20. And I think we've got one that's getting close. Yeah, very close, actually. Hopefully I haven't lowered his alignment too much. I think he's probably definitely safe. Almost definitely safe. And then you guys should be able to see the best Fire Dragon. And I'm a little bit worried that our Gold Dragon is not high enough in alignment, actually. I think it might need to be at like 75 or 80, but I've got a plan for that kind of stuff. Okay, let's finish this up. Oh, a little bit too fast, camera squirrel. Oh, wait. I wasn't sure if I could move all the way in, but when I set up my movement, of course. Alright, so we'll just let one payday more go through. And we'll call that good for money farming. That basically is enough to pay for our deployment costs, the way I see it. Let's do it! Blue versus Polyducius. Brother Castor, it seems the rebels have come to the castle. Yes, brother. It seems they are standing in front of us. How could they have gotten this close? Well, what should we do about this? Indeed, what should we do? I suppose we should greet them as fellow warriors. Yes, an excellent idea, Brother Castor. Well, welcome, rebel heroes, to our castle. We hate to waste lives, but we cannot allow insubordination. You could have just dueled it out originally. You didn't have to send your entire army at us. Prepare to meet your end. Meet your end.
Fight it out.
So, it's the first, like, twin boss, I guess. They're also, like, unique units. That's kind of fun. I don't really remember what they're good at. I think you just have to kill the one in the back, but we'll try to kill them both. Let's go with, let's open her up with... Let's thunderbolt them. Go, Hermit, go! The skies turn black. An old man appears and raises his wand with some puny magic damage. Lightning bolts strike. That hurts. Hey, stop picking on lands. You're gonna kill him. Let's see how much damage we can do in a round. I think we'll be able to kill the front one in one round. That should be enough for lands to survive one more hit. Oh yeah, and I do tons of damage, no problem. Uh-oh! Nova! Ah, that was pathetic. I was worried for nothing. I was thinking, like, you know, Fire Dragon attack. Yeah, take that, suckers. I just used one tarot card, not even an overpowered one, and I crushed you in one single round of combat. I really like how the fireworks are in time to the music, by the way. Good work, ground crew. Alright, we should make a bit of bonus money, that's fine. Helps pay the bills. Alright, that should have put me at level 20, actually. Yep. We're getting a lot of people to level 20, other than people who've died, like poor old Greg there. So, I'm not going to end the episode again, because we're going to go look for treasure and stuff. But you can see the ruined city. This will be the next map we go to, because, well, spoiler alert, we need to gather up the third High Knight. We've got the Dalma Desert and the Ryan Sea. However you want to pronounce that one. These two, once we've done these two, finally unlock our side quest for glory with the Zodiac Stones. So, we're almost there, guys. It's just 3 maps away, and we can finally do that very important quest that I've been talking about since the beginning of the game. Anyway, let's do some quick treasure hunting. And I'm pretty sure I missed a couple cities that, you know, might have made us a little bit more money if I'd picked them up, but it's fine. Alright, Guy, we're gonna send you to Mountain Treasure Spot number 1. We're gonna send Vanilla to Forest Treasure Spot. I don't know where it is exactly. Somewhere over here. And I will start visiting cities. I guess I could have had those two stop on the way, but it'll be alright. May the gods walk with you. Yeah, that seems to be a very common greeting in this world. We'll do a lot of fast forwarding. Hey, we found some treasure! A kukai! Not quite Popeye. I don't think those are very good. Average to weak. We'll call them... I'll say 10 strength is now average for a weapon. And below 10 is just below average. Thanks to you, we've been able to drive the Empire away. Thank you! They say thank you a lot too, that's nice of them. Alright, I will head this way. Yep, you sure drove that empire away. Good work, guys. Like to see what these guys did for us. Okay, we'll send guys sort of to the northern area. Vanilla missed his treasure. Somewhere over here, though, this part looks suspicious. No. Let me double check on my map. It's northwest, or sorry, northeast of the town down there, so it's got to be around here somewhere. Some of these treasures are definitely more hard to find than others. Alright, the Empire's been driven away, I get it. And the Empire's been driven away. Oh, by the way, I have this Black Lotus. Nice! Magic cards! I think you just sell it in this game, though. Maybe not. Maybe we hold on to that till we find a witch. Hey! Thunder Hat. Not a Thunder Cat. Don't get it mixed up. Alright. To this town. And I'm supposed to be continuing. I always miss this city on this map for some reason. Yeah. I missed the shop on this one too. I have to remember to check that out when I find them. Which one is the shop? Is it the one in the middle? Maybe. From here we will find a hidden something that we missed up here. I think it's like right here. Maybe. Alright. Again, trying to tell us there's a difference between rumors and facts. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Definitely some buried treasure on these islands up here. No surprises if you're just looking around on your own. You found the Magician's City of Hescalanza. So I probably should have liberated that before, but I didn't look it up. And we've liberated it. Which is okay to use an evil unit because it was a hidden city. Don't worry about it. I mean, that's not so good, but it's alright. It's okay. They may have... I feel... Actually, I take it back. I feel bad for not liberating these cities in the battle. Because it's possible that they would have actually said something... Some, custom dialogue that might have been useful. So I do kind of regret that now that I think about it. I should have liberated everything on the first time through, just because you get more dialogue that way. There is probably something over this way. I think it's actually not there. If I remember correctly, it's like just above one of these trees. 2 ways to advance into the Empire. One is to keep going west through the Allamoot Desert. The other is north through the Rhine Sea. I'm sure the Empire's forces are waiting for you in both directions, though. So, it's kind of like it gives you the option of, well, you could go left or you could go right. You probably want to do them both, though. It's not like doing one cuts you off from the other, so you might as well do them both. Okay, we'll head this way and then to the bottom left. And I will go for a swim. Because why not? Somewhere around here, there is a city or something, I believe. Somewhere around here. I remember having a hard time finding the one on this little area before, too. Oops. Maybe a little bit further north? May the gods walk with you. So kind. Alright. So we already got the Chaos Gate. This is a really dumb place for a treasure, too. There's, like, no landmarks by it. Maybe it's north of the river. Maybe that's what always got me confused. I don't think it is. No. Pretty sure there's something in here, and I always have a hard time finding it. There you go. The Temple City Parallel. Parallel? So it's sort of like in the center of those 3 trees. That's what I need to remember. In the middle of these 3 trees lies a city. The Parallel City. Full card, that's fine. Don't really need it, though. Yep, and no information. Might have been cool information if we'd found this place during the battle, but yeah, I didn't do that. There's actually not a lot of buried treasure here. We've got most of it already. Just this one down here somewhere that's going to be really hard to find. Yeah. I get it. You're not going to tell me anything. Yeah, how am I going to find this one in the bottom left? Well, according to my map, it's not below or to the left of the enemy base. It's a little bit to the right of it. And it's approximately parallel with where the Chaos Gate is. Hey, it was a temple! I thought it was treasure. Yeah, guys should not be killing dragons. Don't want to lose that alignment anymore. Oh, I am going to use a moonlight again, moonshine, moonbeam. Don't want to pay extra upkeep for no reason. I keep not noticing which one's the shop. It's probably that one in the middle, isn't it? Oh, it's that one. El Rosary! Here, take this beautiful statue! I don't remember what that's for. An unknown magician. I wonder if there's someone you can give that to. It's possible, but I don't remember anymore. I have a feeling, generally in my solo campaigns, by this point in the game I started just sort of rushing towards the end of the game and I wasn't double-checking everything perfectly. How many boots and bells do we have, by the way? They are really good items. We have got lots of bells and tons of boots. Well, I'll buy a few more bells while I'm here, but I don't think I really need that many more. We'll buy like 31, that's fine. And heals and all heals and revives while I'm here, right? Lots of heals. I'm actually burning through the revives a fair bit. We can buy some of them. It's not like they're that expensive. There we go. And then you just got to use your sort command to put them all together. Send someone to the city, to the enemy base. The desert you can see to the west is part of the giant Dalma Desert. Well, we'll go there before too much longer. Alright, so I did find the temple, I just didn't liberate it yet.
Liberate?
Hooray! You've been liberated by evil liches and wyverns. Yeah, I mean, I had that coming. The other day I saw an Imperial unit flying off into the sky. I wonder if that means there's a Chaos Gate. I feel like finding this Chaos Gate is considerably easier than finding this city in the middle of nowhere. Or this temple in the middle of nowhere. I'm just saying. Yay, that's all we get, huh? Alright, well I think that's probably all for this map. Unless I missed something in one of these middle cities. I think that's all we get. That's all she wrote, folks. Alright, just double check my map one last time. No, I think we got everything. So, not that you could see it now, but if I had liberated those couple extra cities during the battle, we might have made a little bit more money. If you're really trying to farm for Goth, you should do that. You should make sure you find all the cities. And I think I did miss a little bit of dialogue, so next time I'll try to double check my map on the side, just to make sure I can show them all off, because, you know, I like to try to show off as much as I can from these old games, because it's easy to miss stuff. Anyway, there's your hour-and-a-half long episode, almost right on the dot. Thanks for watching, I hope you've enjoyed. I didn't mind. My voice is holding out after an hour and a half without a break. I think I can do this. I can make it for the rest of this game. So, yeah, next time we're back up in the air. Hope you're excited. See you next time, guys, and have a great day.